All right, folks. So this is Body-Culinary, and I'm going to share a couple of treats. Right. So I have found as somebody that is a former junk food junkie that nature has given me so many treats that there's no reason to cheat. So some of those treats are. I'm going to share them today. Some really, really delicious treats. These are our treats today, right? And I encourage you, if you are struggling with eating healthy, I invite you to just maybe consider changing your mindset. There's so much to be explored when it comes to eating healthy, right? And it can actually be super delicious. So I'm always on the hunt for delicious goodies from nature. So this looks like one thing, but it's something else. And it's really, I wish you could smell it. It smells exquisite. Some people say it smells like roses, right? These are just coming into season here. So let me know if you recognize this. Some people call them babiwata or kainito or star apple in Jamaica. And then we have this one. Oof, this is delicious. So these are our treats today. And I also have some passion fruit, which I use with my sister. And we have something else very different that is not sweet called yampi, right? This is native to the area that I'm in. So let me know. This comes in a white and a purple variety. So let me know if you know about yampi and quercetin. This is something we're going to have later. But let's focus in on the other treats for now. So we're going to crack these open now. So maybe you can just kind of visualize what they taste like. This one doesn't feel like it's the ripest. This one is almost ripe. And so the kaimito, when it's not ripe, it can have like a almost like a latex inside of it that will make your lips really sticky. So I'm about to look might look a little jacked up right now. And these two are definitely ripe. So let me just rinse them off. Get a little cutting board there. Let's cut open our goodies, right? Nature's giving us. Which one should we do first? So I might have shared Malay apple, right? So I just gave it away. But does have different names depending on where you are located in the world. Let's cut open the Malay apple. And it really has a rosy scent. It's actually not super sweet. This is a seed from the Malay apple. And it has a very, very subtle rosy. Now, if rose water was a fruit, this would be what it would taste like, right? Mmm. It's very, very juicy. It looks like a pear, but it has a seed that almost looks like an avocado, right? So this has different names. If you recognize it from your country, let me know. Mm. And we don't always need to eat super sugary fruit. This is actually really super hydrating. So this is the Malay apple. You can look it up. You may find other names for it. Mm. And this one is ripe. This is in the cherimoya family, and it should have a bit of give to it. Be careful you don't go swishing up all the farmer's fruit because they might get irritated. And then you got to buy it and take it home. So we're going to cut open this apple. Well, it's not an apple, but let me know if you recognize it. This reminds me almost of McDonald's apple pie. This is like a find. This is like a real treat. All right, ready? Anybody recognize this? Now the seeds actually look very similar to soursop, right? Oh my gosh. Anybody recognize this one? Okay, so we're gonna cut this open. Now, there are different varieties. There are some that are more of a brown color, and many of them have quite a thick skin on it. This one has a thinner skin. And these are the seeds. So it kind of has a slippery seed similar to the soursop. Mm, very fragrant. I'm gonna save the seeds so I can plant them. So this is, anybody guess what that is? This is a custard apple. So it kind of reminds me of like McDonald's apple pie with more cream. Mm, mm. Now some of these tropical fruits, I call them like taste sensations. with this kind of flavor, you're like, oh my gosh, there's no need to cheat when you have all of these treats. In every season, every location you're in, Mother Nature is always going to give you something. So then this is the custard apple. It's in the cherimoya family. The green version like this is a cherimoya. And it's also in the soursop family. It's very, very custardy. Mm. So that's our custard apple. And this one is ripe. When they're not ripe, they're like really, really hard. But mm, mm. It's so creamy. You don't even need dairy. Mm. All right. So we have Malay apple. All right, now we're going to take a chance with this Caimito or the star apple. Hey, greetings, Ayo. So it's called star apple in Jamaica. I know it's also as Caimito. And also I'm told that in Africa it's called babiwata. It usually has like a little thick stem that sticks out of here. And it kind of looks like a woman's breast, like a nipple. So some people, and when you cut it, sometimes when it's really ripe, it has like a milky, reminds me kind of like of a milky grape when you cut it. They're actually really delicious. Someone, when they first told me about it, was raving about the purple variety. And then we drove by a tree that had the green. And now I'll go back and forth between the green. Also depends on the season and how much compost and water the trees have gotten and how much sunlight is going to determine the flavor of the fruit. So let's cut this one open. So this is our Caimito. So here you can see why they call it a star apple. I don't know if you can see that. It's also called a star apple. And to me, I call it my own language. It's like a milky grape. So when you cut it, right, if it's not fully ripe, this part around here can be very latexy kind of like jackfruit. The flesh in between the sweet part of the jackfruit, and it can make you get like a white substance around your lips. So, it's just sticky. Sometimes you gotta take and put coconut oil. I won't be looking like Dave Chappelle over here, like one of his characters. But I may have to put coconut oil on my lips to get that off. So I don't know if I want to eat the whole thing. You see that? It's like a gum. Mother Nature's got so much going on. So again, this is our star apple. My own name for it is a milky grape. So it has a latex in it, but you know, I got to eat this other piece. Now I got to grab some coconut oil and wipe my mouth off. So that's the latex inside of it. And I've had some of my folks climb up in the tree, and folks are waiting down at the bottom with a bucket. And the folks that's up in the tree pulling all is eating as much as they can up in the tree and then dropping the rest down. So those are our treats for today. We have the Caimito or babiwata or star apple. We have the custard apple, right, which is in the cherimoya family. And it's also kind of related to the soursop, but it's much more custardy on the inside. And then we have the Malay apple. So I asked you, like, if we had all of these treats as a child, there's no reason to cheat, right? And this is a lifestyle. So then we also have ground nuts, and I'm not going to sit, right? We don't want to sit and eat pounds and pounds of nuts. That's no bueno. There's a lot we can do with each one of these ingredients, but also all of these fruits, I can just scoop them into a bag and go, and I can also enjoy them seasonally. So Mother Nature is going to give us something wherever we are. So these are technically a legume. I'm going to sprout these so I can use this for something else. And it's very high in protein. So we have the omega-3s, we've got protein, we've got lots of fiber, we've got B vitamins. It's all right there. So perhaps maybe with some of the savory dishes, we can invest some time in learning how to prepare them in different ways so that we're satiated, satisfied, it's flavorful, and eventually get to a point where you don't need recipes. So I like to say that it's part of the legacy of our culture, and I enjoy it immensely. So let me know, what kinds of treats have you found locally at this time of the year, right? You may have to be like a detective and feel free to go to different neighborhoods. I'm known to, I'll go to New Jersey, I'll go to another state, I'll go anywhere for to find new spices and new markets. When I travel, one of the main things that I do is go to the market, look for spices, and I'll talk to anybody's grandmother because the grandmothers usually know about those different herbs. They know about the spices. They know about the things that are not at the market. They know who has what trees. So this is a lifestyle. That's just how my brain is wired. And again, I really want to emphasize when you have so many treats, if anybody out there is struggling with eating healthy and you're concerned, you feel like, oh my gosh, like, is this ever going to change? A change in mindset. If you have so much to look forward to, it makes all the difference in the world. So do check out the raw vegan cakes, the goddess cakes and passion cakes, living raw vegan cakes, right? There's no dehydrator needed, no dairy, no artificial sweeteners. It's going to give you some beautiful food to look forward to. For the men folks that are perusing this channel, there's healthy eating for men. There's also emergency food preparedness. And if you're interested in ongoing life coaching, as well as a community that's focused around lifestyle practices of gardening, well, first of all, good decisions. Support and I don't tell grown folks what to do, but I will support you in some good decisions and give you some great feedback and share some of my insight, as well as support when it comes to your personal movement practice, your eating, and peaceful consumption. This is all about lifestyle. So feel free to reach out to me at info@body-culinary.com if you'd like an application to see if it's a good fit for you. Also bodyculinary.com. So again, that's for the Flower Fit community that is on a separate private platform, and I need to see who is who, right? So you can make sure that it's a safe space. All right. So let me know what kind of treats you have. Do you have another name for any of these goodies in your country? Have you tried them before? Let me know down in the comments. I'm inviting you all to create a great rest of the day on purpose and to feed yourself, your organs, not just your organs, your mindset, your vision for your life. You need fuel, right? You need vitality. So we want to fuel ourselves with vitality, longevity, peace of mind. It is very much connected to the fuel that we are putting inside. If we're clogged up and dried out from salt and a whole bunch of recreational eating, if our food is a party in our mouth, but it's devoid of nutrition at a cellular level, then how can we expect to make good decisions? All right, food for thought. I'll see y'all soon. Like, comment respectfully, and subscribe.